Hey guys, today is actually your last lesson in our whole area, surface area, volume unit, and then you are done. You've learned everything. So you are going to have a graded assignment on Thursday and Friday of this week. Today is going to be a little bit longer just because I don't have any actual math or new thing to assign you tomorrow. I'm not going to be around tomorrow, so if you email me, I will probably not answer until late at night or early the next day. So just beware, I won't be around tomorrow. If you have questions, please ask them today. But we are going to do some volume word problems. So I'm going to start really easy and give you just like a solving equation one. So Samuel had an ant farm with a volume of 375 cubic inches. So we know the volume is 375 cubic inches. The width of the ant farm is 2.5 inches. And the length is 15 inches. And they want us to figure out the height of the ant farm. So I'm hoping you know that the volume formula is volume equals length times width times height. So plug everything in that you know. So V is 375. The length is 15. The width is 2.5. And the height we are missing. So we're just going to solve for H and go through the steps that I hope you know. So I'm going to simplify 15 times 2.5. So 375 equals 37.5 times the height. Divide each side by 37.5. So 375 divided by 37.5. And you should get the height is 10 inches. So the height is 10 inches. And there you go. That should be fairly simple for the pre-algebra students because you are masters at solving equations at this point. But the book also throws these problems at you, which they're kind of fun, but they're a little bit more complicated. So the classroom aquarium. So we're talking about a classroom aquarium. So this is just kind of like a super fast, ugly drawing of an aquarium. It has water in it. So it tells you that this holds 30 gallons of water. It is 0.8 feet wide, so I can label W equals 0.8 feet. And it has a height of 2 feet, so the height equals 2 feet. Find the length of the aquarium. So we don't know the length. That's what we need to solve for. So if you knew the volume of the aquarium, you could use the formula volume equals length times width times height, because we know that the width is 0.8 and the height is 2, but we don't know V or L, so we can't really solve for anything at this point. But you can actually figure out the volume from the gallons. Volume is how many cubic units it takes to fill an object. And you know that the water is filling it. So it's actually kind of the same thing, like a cubic unit in water or in gallons. It's measuring the same thing, but it's just a different way to measure it. So they actually give you this lovely information that 1 cubic foot of water equals 7.5 gallons. You don't need to worry about the weight for this problem. You may need that for a future problem, though, on your practice. So we know that 1 cubic foot is equivalent to 7.5 gallons. So we're actually going to do conversions. So if you remember, I kind of set them up like equivalent ratios. So I need to figure out if we have 30 gallons. I need to figure out how many cubic feet. I don't know that yet. I need to know how many cubic feet is equal to 30 gallons. So I'm going to do my equivalent ratios. How do I get from 7.5 to 30. I'm going to multiply by something. So in order to figure that out, divide in reverse. Do 30 divided by 7.5. And you get 4. So just double check it. 7.5 times 4, not 7. So 7.5 times 4 should give you 30, and it does. So you do the same thing to the top. Multiply by 4, and easily 1 times 4 is 4 cubic feet. So that means if a tank holds 30 gallons, then it holds 4 cubic feet of water. Same exact thing. So now that I know that right there is my volume, I can plug it in to my equation. So I know the volume is 4. The length is missing, so we're just going to leave it L. The width is 0.8, and the height is 2. So simplify it to solve for L. We're going to do 0.8 times 2 to get 1.6. So 4 equals the length times 1.6. Divide each by 1.6. 4 divided by 1.6 is 2.5. So the length is 2.5, and I'm talking about feet. 2.5 feet, and there you go. Okay, the hardest part is honestly going to be that conversion between gallons and cubic feet. But just set it up, try to figure out what to multiply by, and you should be okay. I'm giving you one problem that I want you to go and try on your own. Do the same exact steps, rewatch that problem if you need to, but I want you to try this one on your own. So you're going to pause the video, and then you're going to try it, and then come back, and you're going to see the answer. So pause it and do it now. Okay, you should have done it. If you didn't, shame on you. But so here is the answer. You should have gotten a width of 1.5 feet for the aquarium. Okay, so yay, that wraps up our measurement unit. So exciting. We can move on to linear equations next week, which is going to be super fun.